Hello everyone, welcome to Australia and welcome to Australian Book Travels. And more importantly, welcome to our book review for this week. I have chosen, actually probably one of my favourites, Margaret Kennedy's The Feast. Now, I don't know if any of you know Margaret Kennedy. She was a really big writer in the 40s and 50s, 60s. She was very famous for her novel, The Constant Nymph. I think she was a playwright as well, but anyway. The Feast was written it was published in 1950. It's based in 1947 in Cornwall, in England. Margaret Kennedy is an English writer, or was an English writer. Yes, and this was republished in 2021 with this cover, which I love. I think it's gorgeous. Look at that. It shows you, I'll spread it out for you without damaging it, but it gives you the Cornish, Cornwall, coastline there. Now this is, I'll just get my, you know I hate doing this, but anyway, there you go. I have to, otherwise I won't be able to see anything. This is published by Faber in 2021. Okay, The Feast. I read it, when did I read it? Spring last year, I think, and loved it. Absolutely loved it. It is a mystery without murder. It is, she really, really describes the summer. It's based in summer holidays, 1947, so just after the war, the Second World War. I was there. I was there in Cornwall. I was there in the summer. I could smell the sea. Margaret Kennedy wrote this so well and described it so well. And the people, I absolutely loved every one of them, even though the characters, there were some in there that were a bit horrid, really, and just a bit loud and brash and all of that, but I still liked them. I love the way she described them. I won't tell you the story, of course, as I don't, but in the beginning you find out what happens at the end, but not completely. Then you become enthralled in the story. You become invested in the story, in the characters. Then at the very end, you find out what really happens. And is this how you want it to happen? Because you are so invested in the characters, there are some that you don't care what happens to them, and there are others there where you think, oh, please don't let it be them. So I don't want to give too much away, because that's part of the story, for you to find out what the story is about. Well written, absolutely fantastic. Margaret Kennedy did a great job on this. How many pages is it? It's quite 426. Actually, it might be more than that. Nope, it's there. Actually, there is 435. Small type, small writing. So it's a big book to get through in that sort of term, but you don't realise it whilst you're reading it. It really is a lovely book. It's a lovely story, a lovely atmosphere, a wonderful location. If you haven't read it, do yourself a favour. Please go out and buy it. I bought this one. You can buy them anywhere, or you can order them. I had ordered this through Stoneman's Book Room in Castlemaine, and it was $19, I think, or $20 or something like that. It wasn't a lot. It's paperback, but it's got the flap out, so it's sort of a bit stiffer than an ordinary paperback. It's a bit more sort of robust than an ordinary paperback. Probably the size of the book lends itself to that too. If you haven't read it, please do. It's fantastic. You could read it any time, but I think because it's based in summer, preferably spring or summer read, when you're on holiday, even when you're on holiday, because it does evoke, it is based in summer, so it does evoke all those smells and memories of summer. She does a great job. I absolutely loved it. Yeah. So if you've read it, please leave your comments in the description or in the comment section below. I'd love to know what you thought, what you think, or if you're about to read it. It's brilliant. I absolutely loved it. So that's it for this week. Look, I will be reading a few more Margaret Kennedy's, I think. This was her only mystery. See, even though it's a mystery, she's also a very good people observer. So you really are invested in those people. It's just, she's done a great job. Anyway, unfortunately, she has passed away, so we won't be getting any more out of her. But she has written quite a few books with different storylines, mainly to do with human nature and love, and that from what I can gather. This is the only one of Margaret Kennedy's that I has read, but I intend to read more when I get the opportunity. So that is it now for this week. Until next week, please enjoy your reading. And if you don't get time to read, condolences. You're a little bit like me at the moment. I guess I'm running around. I try to grab a page or a chapter when I can. It is that time of year, unfortunately, in the February, March, April, for some reason. And of course, in the Northern Hemisphere, you'll all be preparing for your summer. We're all preparing for our winter, sort of. Autumn, preparing for winter. Until next week, I wish you good fortune, good health, and good reading. So until next time, bye for now.